Hey guys, we all use so many electrical appliances in our homes on a daily basis. Have you ever wondered how much energy these appliances actually consume? We don't really think about this until the time to pay the electricity bill arrives. That's when we start to think about how to find ways to save energy. But to save energy, we must first know how much energy is actually being utilized. There are many smart meters and other energy meters available for this purpose. In case you don't have one, there are many simple ways in which we can make our own meters too. We know that all the appliances in our home are actually rated. They have a maximum capacity rating and voltage rating. So we know how much power and voltage they can actually consume. So if we find out how much current each of these appliances consume at every point of time, it is possible to find the energy consumed by each and every appliance. And then we can find out smart ways to conserve the energy by optimizing our energy usage. So let's see how to do it. We can measure the current consumed by each and every appliance by using a current sensor with Arduino. So here, this is the diagram of the current sensor. Let me explain to you the components in the current sensor. It has three terminals: VCC, output and ground terminal. The VCC terminal is where we give the input supply. In case we connect it to Arduino, we give 5 volt as the input. And then the analog output. This is where the analog voltage proportional to the current passing through this chip is developed. And then we use the ground for grounding purpose. And then there is a power indicator LED on this chip. So what it does is, once it is connected, if it is in operation, this LED will turn on. So we can connect it in series with the load to find how much current the load is consuming. So now, the sensor's name is ACS712 Hall effect sensor, and it can be used for precise measurement of both AC and DC current, and it works on the principle of Hall effect. So first, what is the Hall effect? Let us see that. As you can see, when a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, when we bring the magnet closer, a magnetic field is developed. So when a current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field, a voltage proportional to the magnetic field is developed. So the magnetic field comes, immediately you can see the voltmeter shows reflection. So this is called the Hall effect. So this is the phenomenon based on which this sensor is working. So now let us see the inside of this sensor. So this is the ACS chip, and this is a zoomed in picture of that. To understand the working of this, we must first see the data sheet of this chip. So this is the data sheet of the ACS712. The data sheet basically gives all the information, the features, specifications of the sensor, which we need to know. Every sensor has a data sheet. So first let us see the features of this. I have highlighted some of the important features. It has low noise analog signal part, and then the operating voltage is 5 volt. It has output sensitivity between 66 to 185 millivolt per ampere. So for every rating, the sensitivity will change, and its output voltage can be used for both AC and DC. So we can use this to measure both AC and DC currents. So now let us see the pin diagram of this. So this is the pin diagram of the ACS712. So pin number 1 and 2 are called IP plus pins, and they are the positive terminals for sensing the current, and 3 and 4 are called IP minus, and they are the negative terminals for sensing current. So IP plus and IP minus pins are internally connected through a copper strip. And then we have pin number 5. Pin number 5 is the ground pin, and pin number 6 is the filter pin. It has an external capacitor. We can use this capacitor to set the bandwidth. And 7th is the analog output pin, and 8 is the VCC pin, which we connect to the 5 volt. We can connect this to the 5 volt of the Arduino, and we can connect this to one of the input pins of the Arduino, and this to the 5th pin to the ground pin. So now, this is one of the important tables which gives us the sensitivity based on the rating. So basically the ACS712 has comes in 3 ratings. One is 5 ampere, 20 ampere and 30 ampere. So for 5 ampere, the sensitivity is 185 millivolt per ampere, for 20 it's 100, and for 30 it's 66 millivolt per ampere. So what does this sensitivity actually mean? Let us see that. So now, as you can see, it means that for every 1 ampere sensed by the input pins, it will give a 66 millivolt output at the analog output pin, that is the 7th pin. So this is how this sensor works. So coming back to our image, as you can see, the current will flow in and out through the input pins. This when it flows, it will generate the Hall effect over here. This will be sensed by the sensor and this will give proportional analog voltage. So this is how the sensor works. Now this is a circuit diagram. So we are going to connect a 12 volt DC PV fan to the current sensor. So we connect the power source to the load and the load in series with the current sensor, and the microcontroller we are going to use will be Arduino, and we will connect the VCC to 5 volt and the analog pin to one of the analog pins, that is from pin A0 to A5 we can connect to any of the pins, and the ground pin to the ground of the Arduino. So the load is connected in series and we are connecting the power source to the load. So once we connect this, the current will flow across the load. This current will flow through the input pins of the current sensor and this current will be sensed. So we use 30 ampere sensor over here. So for every 1 ampere flowing through this, it will give a proportional analog voltage, that is according to the sensitivity. And then using that we can find the current across this load. So let us see how this works. So these are the components required. First we need a 12 volt DC PV fan. As you can see the rating, it is 12 volt and it is DC. So this is our load, and then this is the Hall effect sensor. So you can see the VCC signal and the ground pin in this sensor. The middle you can see the chip over here. The green part is the input terminals. And then we need the Arduino, which is the microcontroller. We need a few jumper wires, and then we need the 12 volt battery because our load is 12 volt. So this is the 12 volt lithium ion battery, which is our power source. So now let us see how our code is working. So this is the code. Now first we have to define all the necessary pins. We define the current pin as pin number A0. This means we connect the analog output of the current sensor to A0 pin of the Arduino. And then since we are using 30 ampere current sensor, the sensitivity is 66. This is what we saw in the data sheet. And the initial value, that is the value we are setting to 0. Offset voltage is 2500. Let me explain how we are getting this value. So by default, when no current, operating voltage is 5 volt, right? So by default, when no current is flowing, the voltage across the terminals will be 2.5 volt. So when we convert to millivolt, it will be 2500. So now what happens, if current flows in one direction, it will increase from 2.5 to 5. If it flows in another direction, it will decrease from 2.5. So this increase and decrease is when the direction of the current changes. That is for AC, not for DC. So here we'll either, current will flow in only one direction in DC. So it will either fully increase or it will either fully decrease. So that is how we are getting this 2500. So we set the offset voltage. Then we set the ADC voltage and the current value, declare it as double, because we'll get in decimal point, right? So we set it as 0. So now initially we set the baud rate as 9600. In the loop, what we are doing is ADC value is equal to analog read of current pin. So from the current sensor, whatever value we are reading, that will be analog. But we need digital value, right? Because Arduino is a digital board, right? So we need the digital value. Arduino can sense both analog and digital, but we are getting the analog to digital converted value. So what this analog read will basically do is, it will map the input voltage between 0 and the operating voltage. Operating voltage is 5 volt. So between 0 to 5 volt, it will map to the integer values 0 and 1023. So that means what it means is, if it is 0 volt, it will be 0 integer value. And if it is 5 volt, it will give the highest number, that is 1023. So this is what it means, okay. So now what we are doing is, we are getting the ADC value, but we need to get the actual number, right? So we are doing ADC value by 1023 into 5000, because 5 is the operating voltage. If you convert to millivolt into 10 power 3, you will get 5000. So what this basically means is, for 5 volt you will get 1023. Then for X volt, how much? So this X volt is only the ADC value. So how much we need to find? So that is what we are doing. So now it is DC, so we cannot have negative value. So if the ADC value is greater than 5112, so 5 volt is 1023, means 2.5 volt will be 5112. So if it is, suppose I am getting suppose I have 1500 as my value. So 1500 minus 2500 will be negative. DC current, it can't take any negative value, right? So what I should do is I should multiply by into minus 1. So current value is ADC minus offset by sensitivity. So millivolt will cancel and I will get ampere, right? So because sensitivity is millivolt per ampere. So that is what I am doing over here. So ADC minus offset. So if the ADC value is greater than say 512, so that means the voltage is greater than 2.5. So ADC minus offset by sensitivity will be positive. If it is less than that, means I will multiply by minus 1 and I will get the current value. Then we are printing the first ADC value which we get from the current sensor, and then the ADC voltage which we have calculated over here. This one, right, we have calculated, and then the current value. So this is how the code is. So now we make the connections as per the circuit diagram. As you can see, the current sensor, the VCC, the red wire, is connected to the 5 volt of the Arduino, and then the black wire is the ground, is connected to the ground, and then the analog output wire, that is the white wire, is connected to the A0 of the Arduino. And now you can see that the current sensor is connected in series to the load, and also the power source is connected to the load. So you can see the fan is running. So now if we disconnect it from the load, you can see that the fan will stop working. So the fan has stopped working. Now as you can see, I have again connected the load to the source. So now it is running. So now let us upload the code to the Arduino and check the serial monitor to obtain the current value of the load. So now we have uploaded the code. As you can see, the code is uploaded to the Arduino, and then now it is running. So now let us check the serial monitor. So some fluctuations are there. So we are getting the voltage as 2492.67, so 2.4 volt, and current is 0.11 ampere. The current value will keep changing, but the voltage value will remain constant. So current is 0.19, so that is what we are getting. So we can see for some values and then we can stop. So now since I have again deconnected, it will be lesser, so it's dropping nearly to 0. Now if we again connect, we will get more value. Other than measuring the current consumed by all the appliances, the ACS712 current sensor can be used in various current measuring appliances like inverters, SMPS, battery chargers, etc. So hope you understood how to measure the current consumed by DC loads using ACS712. Thanks for watching.